Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, really what we're doing is taking a look at how we can optimize our habits to enhance our life overall. We're all busy entrepreneurs, executives in these spaces that we're continually being asked to put out more of ourselves. But ultimately, what are we doing for us? Because we are the cofactor at the end of the day that truly allows things to happen at a higher level. So what we're going to do here, again, is allow yourself to figure out what that looks like. So be sure to like it, be sure to subscribe, be sure to share it so that we can get more people truly optimizing themselves and enhancing their performance long-term. Today, we're diving into breath work. And what does it really mean? Because I know there's been a lot of people that have been like, hey, breath work is awesome. We've heard the Wim Hof, we've heard these different styles, but how do we really apply them and what are they using for us? Big thing is we need to know this. There's 4 things that we cannot live without. 1, food. 2, air. 3, sleep. And 4, water. And so we're really going to dive into number 2, which is air today, because if we're not breathing right, it's a state that we call apnea. And we've all heard it, sleep apnea, okay? 26% of Americans, 26% of professionals suffer from sleep apnea. Now, 80%, okay, get that number, 80% suffer from what they call email or work apnea, meaning that during periods of time during the day, stress, we actually stop breathing. And because we stop breathing, air stops going to our brain, oxygen stops going to our brain, and we thus go into a brain fog and we downregulate ourselves from getting into that flow state. Now, Stephen Coulter talks about flow state as simply making our biology work for us. Obviously not putting air into our brains, air into our lungs, oxygen into our lungs and into our brain is not making our biology work for us. And this is why we get tired in the afternoon. We feel like we are dragging. We get more and more fatigued. And so what we found is that there's 3 ways in which we should start to breathe. 1 is a normal box breath that I'm going to walk you through today. 2 is a upregulating breath. And 3 is a downregulating breath. So upregulating, if we want to get more energized, get ready for a workout, get ready for a presentation. Downregulating, if we want to get ready for bed, if we want to calm down after a stressful day at work, if we want to change our mindset after an email that maybe wasn't exactly what we wanted. So I want to share my screen here with you and show you a little bit about what we're talking about here. So we're going to see these 3 different types of breath. Okay, we're going to do 3 boxes because there's 3 types of breathing. Okay, so we have our first one here, which is that regular breath. Okay, so it's 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, and 5 seconds. What this means is this is a normal, natural box breathing. And so what's going to happen, you're going to inhale for 5, you're going to hold for 5, you're going to exhale for 5, and you're going to hold for 5. Inhale for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5, hold for 5. And you're going to continue that sequence. That's why they call it box breath, because it's literally going over, in, up, down, over, up, down. And it's a simple pattern that you start to do. So it's always in through your nose, hold, 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 hold. And you continue on that circuit. Okay, so that is at any point that you start to notice, not breathing. I got a little bit of a headache. I'm a little stressed out. I'm a little bit anxious. That's when you can start to utilize box breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. It's something that Elise and I, and I'll show you a video of us going through it, have really started to utilize to, again, manage our stress and manage our anxiety throughout the day. The other one is when we want more of an upregulating. Okay, and what we're going to start to see is we want to do 5 seconds in, 10-second hold, 5 seconds out, 5 seconds hold. So again, is that same box motion, but it's going to be a little bit longer on this side, where we now have, again, 5 seconds in, 10-second hold, 5 seconds out, 5 seconds hold. So it looks, again, that same box, but now we're going to inhale, hold, exhale for 5, hold for 5, inhale for 5, hold for 10, exhale for 5, hold for 10. And you're going to start to notice as you pick up that pace and continue on for 3, 4, 5 minutes, that you start to become energized. You start to create a greater oxygenation of the body, and you become more aware, more awake, more energized in all capacities. So this is why it's called an upregulating breath. Now, there's another thing called a downregulating breath, okay? And I'm sure you can imagine the pattern now. It's the same thing where we're going to go 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, and lo and behold, 10 seconds. So it's a 5-second in, a 5-second hold, a 5-second out, a 10-second hold. So it's going to be in, we hold for 10, and we go back through it. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds out, 10 seconds hold. And again, what that is going to do is it's going to help us with that down regulation to allow us to truly be less anxious, less chaotic, and really focus on what matters, which is our breath. So now when we come into this and we truly look at this, I'm going to share this, what it looks like. This is Elise and I going through it. I'm going to speed it up for you. So watch our stomachs. Everything here, you can start to see our stomachs rise, stomachs fall. We're going through this breathing sequence, and it's really focused in these areas. We started to do box breathing. We did upregulation, and we did downregulation breath. And so you can really start to see here. You can look at our stomachs, okay? This is really, again, where we started to see. And again, I'll just kind of circle it for you so you can start to focus and see those changes. You can see how everything comes through those stomachs, okay? And this is where we start to move really, really well. We start to change our biochemistry and ultimately our biology to help make it work for us. So again, that we can optimize our performance day in and day out. Because remember, success is different. So be different and own it. Again, if this is your first time here, like, subscribe, comment. I always get back to you guys so that ultimately we can reach more people and have more people performing at their highest. Go on it.